This is a war that needs to end now. And so in order for this war to end, there are things Russia wants that it will not get, and there are things Ukraine wants that it will not get.
Will the United States just walk away, as he once claimed, and Vice President Vance did as well in the past week?
Yes, and the reason is something that he refuses to say publicly. Whatever Russia has gained on the ground and decides to hold cannot be changed. The real issue is, what are we going to do about it? And what he should have said is, the United States is not going to be a co-belligerent, and we are not promising to intervene in this conflict in order to drive the Russians back from whatever they've taken. What the Russians have won on the battlefield is theirs. It's a fact, and that's the end of it. I mean, at the end of World War II in the spring, very few people realize it, but Churchill and to a lesser extent FDR were both horrified because the Russians at that time, the Soviets, had gotten far further, far faster, thanks to us, frankly, than ever thought possible. And Churchill said, what's to stop the Soviets from marching all the way to Paris? Well, ultimately, Stalin couldn't do that because they were just about exhausted by the time they reached Germany. But the point is, there was nothing that could be done about what the Russians seized. And so the reason for the war, if we go back to the beginning of the Second World War, was supposedly the sovereignty and freedom of Poland. And what happened? It became a Russian satellite. It was crushed, and everybody refused to state anything about it. But the truth was, how do we change it? You've got several million Soviet troops on the ground. They're there. They're not leaving, and we're not prepared to go to war to change it. And the truth is, the Russians now hold territory. And what are we supposed to do about it? The only thing we can do is pressure the Ukrainians to stop fighting on the very good grounds, moral grounds, in my judgment, that President Trump mentioned early on, that they are going to be slaughtered if they don't stop.